welcome to Pull the Pin Already War Room Edition. Back again, Jim here.
As always. Oh, that's your line, not mine. Sorry. All right. As always, Nate's
As
here.
usual. I thought it was as
As usual.
usual.
I don't know, whatever it is.
So it can't be my line if you don't know what it is.
I guess not. I think it is
Yeah.
as usual. Yeah, I think it is as usual.
I don't think I ever asked you this, but have you ever heard of this Dreamsicle Duchess milk thing?
I have not.
You never heard of that?
No.
You ever heard of the Dreamsicle popsicles and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That tastes just like it.
Does it?
Yeah. I was so impressed the first time because I drank it. I was like, holy cow, I forgot all about these popsicle things. But yeah, I love it now. I'm addicted.
Does it come in a gallon or is it just like a personal little
Yeah,
size?
I haven't seen it in a gallon. Yeah, I
Little
haven't
12-ounce bottle or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's all. I haven't seen it in a gallon. But yeah, so a little addiction anyway. Doesn't matter because we're here about War Room headlines. So anyways, you know how this works, right? We pull some headlines from the mainstream media and we talk about them here, whether we've read the article or not, as a bunch of
Not.
veterans, because we have a lot of experience. And of course, we know everything. So,
And everything we
Let's get on with
say is true and correct.
Bill Gates' farmland purchase sparks outrage.
I'm assuming you didn't read the article, but do you know how much farmland he actually purchased? I heard the Chinese were actually purchasing farmland too.
Yes. And this is why what I found interesting. I was wondering about this because Bill Gates apparently owns the most farmland already in this country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he owns
Is
the
it?
most farmland in this country. I don't think he's farming on it.
I was gonna say, is it farm? Is it running out to farmers or?
I don't think he is. Bill Gates is a big population control guy.
Yeah, well,
Shouldn't
supposedly.
surprise you with all the stuff he's doing in Africa and trying to chip people and pushing the vaccines and all that crap. Yeah, the sterilization stuff. Yeah, he's a big population control guy. So he was smart a long time ago and says, well, how do you control population? You control their food supply. So maybe that's why people are finally outraged because we're already looking at a shortage, and then he went and bought more farmland, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't read this article, but that alone, I had a buddy who's a Bill Gates fan, and I'm not.
Well, I guess
know?
the farmers don't care. They're selling the land to the Bill Gates. They know who they're selling it to.
Well, I asked about that because where I moved from and where I moved to, there's more farms where I'm living now, and where I was moving from is the farmers were selling out to developers who then build 150 houses and whatever. And I was asking, why do you think this is happening? And one of the farmers told me there's a couple things happening here. Some farmers don't have children. Some farmers have children who don't want to farm.
Yeah.
And then there's the expense and cost of farming. So I get it, but what happens when everybody loses interest? Where are we
We gotta
getting our
get
food from?
some other country.
Or, like I said, that's the only thing I'll support immigration for. Not illegal immigration, but immigration. If these people are willing to come from other countries and work on our farms because Americans don't want to, by all means, pay them what they need to be paid and get the food out the door. It's just sad. It's sad that we don't want to.
They don't want to do hard manual labor.
No.
I
Especially
can't.
since,
I can't
They
talk
get-
shit since I have a desk job. So
well, yeah, but I mean, you also don't live on a farm. You know what I mean? If you lived on a farm and you were on TikTok instead of feeding the pigs,
I worked on my uncle used to own a dairy farm. I worked on his farm when I was a kid. It's hard. That shit's hard work.
yeah. And then what's interesting about that? Those are the people that these idiot city folk and politicians are going after. Those are the people that they're ridiculing and trying to take things from. Those are the people, the very people that bust their butt to feed them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, I don't know what's wrong, but I mean the real trajectory of that is kind of scary when you think about it. So hopefully we can have some technology where we can just produce food without farms. So
Then they'll control that too.
sorry, a big
I think
cough.
Jim's got the next virus of Corona coming through.
The renamed monkeypox. They're renaming it because apparently we can't use the word monkey anymore because somehow that's associated with a certain race.
Oh, good Lord.
Because monkeys didn't exist before. Like they didn't get their name from. Are you kidding me? Anyway,
Well, they should change smallpox to unsized pox because large pox will be jealous.
right.
All right. Well, anyways.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right. Well, yeah, we're done with that. So next one, California AG leaks massive trove of gun owners' personal info.
My first question would be, why does the California AG have any gun owners' info?
Exactly. Bingo. And you know what you hit right on the head? The push for gun control. This background investigation. People are acting like, oh, they're not coming for your guns. They're not coming for your guns. Look right here. They have a list of your personal information if you're a gun owner. That is exactly what the federal background check is all about. It's a list.
I'm waiting for the governor here to sign the bill. They're banning AR or assault type weapons.
Whatever that means.
He's supposed to sign it any day now. They do define it. I don't know what the whole list is, but supposedly, if you already have one, you can keep it, but you cannot purchase any more after this. They're going after 30. They're going after drums. They're going after 30-round magazines. I don't have any, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, and you know, and like I said, I mean, I don't want to get into a whole gun control, whatever. You can't gun control anyway. A gun rabbit hole, but there are certain things I could even concede. You know what I mean? I could concede a barrel or even 30-round magazines. I think I could do fine with 20-round magazines. 10-round is a little ridiculous, but
the only thing I would concede is I'm fine with a universal background check, and I'm fine with training, so you know how to use a weapon.
Sure.
But if you can do that, you need to give a universal concealed carry permit also.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I agree. See, that's the thing. There's never any give.
No,
they're always taking. They're always taking. They're never giving. And I'm okay. Like I guess I told you. I think I said it in the episode, somewhat previous episode. The guy talked about, you know, like with your driver's license, make it just like that.
Yeah, good enough. 50 states. Why not?
Test. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to get the training, like you said, pass the test, whatever, be done with it. And everybody gets to use one. Then clearly if you commit a crime or a felon or you're a restricted possessor, then you're done. It takes it away. So, but anyway, so the fact here too is, why would he leak this?
Yeah, or who do you leak it to? Like, like, what are he's going to leak it to non-gun owners? What are they going to do? Come protest in front of a gun owner's house? You're not going to come in and take their weapons because you're a non-gun owner anyway. You don't care. You don't want gun. Who'd you leak it? If you leak it to gun owners, okay, yeah, I have a gun. So does my neighbor. Oh, that neighbor doesn't. That's their fault.
This is how stupid I think these, I don't know, I don't want to label them. I'm just going to say these people that are obsessed with this gun confiscation thing. This is how stupid these people are. Do you not understand, in order to confiscate somebody's gun, you need a man with a gun?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Walk in with a bunch of sticks and pitchforks? Give us your guns. Give us your gun. Like, what are you talking about? But so really, they just want the right people to have guns, and the right people in their mind is the government. They want the government to control them. And you know, when you look at the government's track history, like on one hand, they're like, there's institutional racism. The government is this. The government is that. And on the other hand, it's like, let's give the government the guns and take it away from the people. These people are just so stupid. They're just so dumb. I mean, they deserve everything they get. They just literally are that dumb. And I'm tired. You can't even have a conversation anymore. It just doesn't make sense.
No,
the guns are to protect me against the government. That's what they're there for. If I misuse them, there's already laws that will punish me for that.
If they enforce them.
But the point is, there's already laws.
There is.
If I decide to use the gun to go out and menace somebody, if I use the gun to go rob someplace, if I use the gun to take someone's life, there's already laws preventing me from using this tool the wrong way. It's just so dumb. These people are, I'm just so tired of talking to these people. I really, you know, and I don't even know if they're dumb people or they just want to be dumb people. I just don't know. I really don't know.
I think a lot of them are non-gun owners who don't understand guns and have not been around them and not have been trained on them to reasonably make a decision.
Right. And what point do you blame Hollywood? And the hypocrites in Hollywood that
Oh,
make millions of dollars in films that shoot people and assassin people and murder people and then go out and say guns are bad. Like at what point, you know what I mean, does Hollywood play a role in this?
yeah. Who was that dude that shot somebody? Ain't shaving him yet?
I don't know.
What was that guy's name? Remember on set?
Oh, you talking about yeah, gosh, what's his name?
I forgot what his name was, but yeah, he's anti-gun. But look, you just shot somebody with a gun, jackass.
Right. And he makes his money using guns. Even
Yeah.
the idiot that spoke out of Uvalde. He apparently he's a nice guy, the actor. Everybody likes him. The idiot's been in movies using guns. And then he's going to go speak out against, well, this is not acceptable. These guns, no one should have them. You're the ass that's promoting them. You're the idiot that's in front of a camera saying, look how cool this is. I'm a badass. And you think people don't want to be cool and be badass? Come on.
Right? Yeah.
The
Yeah.
hypocrisy. It's incredible. Like, even think about it. Like, we're in the military. How many guns have you fired?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Even the types of guns, the different types of weapons that'll never reach civilian hands. And I'm not running around like, oh, I gotta have me a Mark 19. Oh, I'm not even running.
That would be awesome on my front deck with a Mark 19. Oh, that'd be
Oh,
so
you
cool.
bet it. Yeah, be bet, right? For home security. Problem with that is though the ranges you'd have to shoot them out further. You can't shoot close with them. So, but anyways, it's I mean I get it. There's guys that collect and stuff like that, but we're mostly mature, responsible people, and we don't run around. Oh yeah, let's promote guns and then tell people, oh, you can't use guns because they're hypocrites, man. I'm so tired of these people. I really wish.
I like how when I joined the military, I had to wait till I was 18 to come in for military police because of a 9mm handgun. But I could have been a tank. I could have been a tanker at 17 with a freaking. I don't know how big their damn bullets are.
Right.
I mean,
It's stupidity, man. I'm almost sure. Well, you know what? Let's talk about stupidity. Let's go to the next one. NATO reaches deal with Turkey to admit Sweden and Finland.
is Turkey part of NATO?
I don't know. I think we.
If they're not, then who cares?
Before.
If they're not, then
We
what kind
had
of
this.
deal they got to do? Who cares? Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Either. I don't know.
I think Turkey's in the same position Russia was. I don't think Turkey's in NATO, but they were in the same position Russia was. I mean, it could be wrong about that. But remember, like Russia said, don't come across or don't come to my borders.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
So, well, you think about why are they reaching an agreement?
Yeah. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. What if you're NATO? What only deals you reach are with other NATO other NATO nations?
It says Turkey has been in NATO since 1952.
Oh well, there you go. So
Huh.
maybe Turkey wanted something out of it.
Even my son was telling me, yeah, Turkey's in NATO.
No, there you go.
My son knows more than me, and I was in the army. He wasn't.
Get him a headset. Let's go.
Right. I got to get him on the episode. Well, yeah, but either way, so Turkey's. Why does Turkey have a say? Because they were opposed to it.
Yeah, maybe they're opposed to it. I mean,
Why were they opposed to it? That would be. I mean, I would be interested. Like this really almost has no bearing on me, but I'm curious because like Sweden and Finland, those are. Yeah, I don't know why they're in NATO. I don't know why they need NATO. I mean, nobody really touches Sweden and Finland, do they?
yeah, I thought Sweden was all neutral. Always.
Switzerland, I know is.
That's switching. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
One of
Switzerland.
the S's.
Sweden is supposedly the beautiful blonde women, right? Didn't you know that for like years? Oh, the Swedish, yeah,
Well,
Well,
get
yeah.
them in NATO. Come on.
yeah. I didn't know, and
We need
but
some
this goes to,
MWR.
but this goes to prove you right here. This almost like I don't know. People say NATO's a farce, just like the UN, all the other garbage. But this goes to show you right here. We're proving Putin right. We're proving Putin right. Putin said, "Do not expand NATO to my borders." And what are they doing now? Obviously, Putin may not have any right to say don't do that. But if he feels threatened,
Yeah.
and you're just expanding a coalition against him,
Why
we're
not
just-
attack?
Yeah, I mean, we're legitimizing his reason to attack. That's what we're doing right now.
But you see, he has not attacked one NATO country yet, so
No, no, and maybe
that's
he's
when the fun will begin.
and maybe that's what he's trying to do now in Ukraine is get them before they can become part of NATO. Expand his borders, maybe not even have he may not even occupy Ukraine, but he may go in there and say, look, this is you're going to stay out of NATO, period, or we'll do this again next time. You know what I mean? Obviously, he couldn't do it if they become NATO. I don't know, man. It's almost like we're asking for war. What do they really need NATO for?
Because they're on the border, they want to protect themselves, maybe.
Well, yeah, but think about this. What are they afraid of that they need to be part of NATO?
That most of the area over there is already NATO, so if something happens to them, NATO ain't going to come in and help them.
But I get what I'm getting at here is, are they afraid Russia is going to attack them?
They might be.
Okay, so here goes back to our government again. Our government created this scenario, which scares Sweden now, and that their result is what? To join what we just created the scenario about.
You're just making assumptions, Jim.
I sure am, but it looks pretty obvious to me. Is that if Sweden and Finland had no reason to fear Russia, they wouldn't need to be in NATO. And Sweden and Finland didn't fear Russia because they weren't in NATO.
Why is there a
Now-
NATO at all anymore? Who fears anybody?
Exactly.
Who fears anybody over there?
Exactly. That's my point.
You had the
So
whole
we-
EU. The whole EU already agreed to something. They're all one.
We poked the bear.
open border
We poked
country.
the bear, and that gave Sweden and Finland a reason to be afraid now because we started a fight. We start a fight and say, look, this guy might hurt you. Yeah, he hurt us because you're starting a fight with him. So they really should be afraid of us, not Russia. I don't get it. I just don't understand.
You know what I'm afraid of?
What's that?
People showing up
yeah.
dead.
Right. Do you know this guy, Michael Stenger, Senate Sergeant at Arms on January 6th, who blamed professional agitators?
I actually almost
dead.
I almost screenshotted something today and sent it to you and said, "What do you think about this?" And here you go. You already have it as a headline. Supposedly he was, according to what I saw, he was murdered. He wasn't found dead. He was murdered after he got off a bus or a train or something going home. He wasn't
He
found
was still
dead.
found dead, right? Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, after he was murdered, somebody found him dead.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like he died of a heart attack or a.
Right.
Supposedly he was murdered.
Remember all the people in January 6th, Erection Day, right, that died? Most of them died from medical complications. Well, they didn't say that. They were like, oh, they died in the riot, this and that. Well, here this guy goes and gets murdered, and they're like, oh, found dead.
Yeah,
Like, oops, he showed up dead somewhere. Like,
because supposedly he was gonna call out that they were busting these agitators in. The security that was really going on at the capitals, where they were. They saw videos of them just come on in. I mean, legit
Yeah.
opening the doors. So
guy got off charges for it. The
He's
guy
about-
got off charges for that video.
he's about to call all that out, and now he got Clinton.
Epstein, right? Yeah, it's crazy, right? And people, okay, let's say that's conspiracy talk. But come on, man. I mean, come on. Like, what's the other motive? What was the motive?
I'm surprised. Was it? No, I think it was the last episode we talked about it. I'm surprised that Maxwell chick didn't come up dead.
Well, they already have the list. She ain't going to do anything with it. She probably doesn't even know who's on the list.
No, I'm sure she does.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but it's strange how these I won't call them high profile, but knowledgeable people in certain cases come up dead and missing and
it's just,
unsolved mysteries.
does it work, though? Does it keep somebody from
it's
telling?
working.
I mean,
it
does it,
sure
you know what I mean?
does. It sure does.
So yeah, we need to form some sort of a defense, program. The civilians, even the militia in states, should form a defense program to protect people like that. You know what I mean?
Put them in
Not
witness
a
protection themselves.
Well, but state run, not federal run, because it's,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
So
the
I meant,
federal
yeah.
government that's weaponizing the state run things.
That's
and they're
knocking these
corrupt
people
now.
off.
It's unbelievably corrupt. My question goes back to, like I talked about, the police officers and military. If you're the one doing this, Like if you were literally given a command or an order or paid to do this, man, you must not have a conscience at all. I mean, because you cannot possibly be thinking you're doing this for the right reason unless you are legitimately involved and going to get called out. Like maybe that dude Epps. Maybe that dude Epps was the one that ran into this guy or found him dead. Maybe Epps found him dead because Epps was directly involved in that whole, January 6th parade. So I don't know. Just throwing things out there. Not that I'm saying he did it, because obviously I have no to that.
And I'm sure it won't be the last time someone that has some dirt comes up missing.
And even if I had evidence, I wouldn't say it because I don't want to be found dead somewhere.
Oh,
so anyways,
shit.
speaking of dead, I think this episode is dead. So we will move on. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Nate, again for showing up. I always appreciate you here. If you guys are out there, you got some opinions, throw it in the comments below. If not, we can't hear your voice. And get on the show. If you're a veteran, reach out. If you can't figure out how to contact us, go to the website. It's on the bottom. I've been scrolling on the bottom. But until then, Godspeed.
And pull a pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.